I didn't know I was muted. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I didn't know I was muted. What's good, Black? 5 years, last time flies. We on the inside. Only think about mine. She holding on to me crying. 6 cars, 7 guns, they done listen all. Give me 911 if it's tension unresolved. I can't pressure like on 9/11, 12 on every call. 13 in a row, James Harden with the ball. I might push up, slide, waiting at the playground. Strict pad on her, but my dog I don't play around. I run out the hood, everything gon' be okay now. Phone by my ear, I can hear what they say now. Hey, I just gotta flex. I put it on the pedal like the competition next. I can't rap on the falsetto, I get high when I have sex. Cause the cost in 2 days. And I hop off the jet. I be in my zone. I be in the money in my phone. I don't want no pictures on my phone. Andrew, what's good, Andrew? Hey, writing no song. When I'm writing, when I'm wrong, I ain't never been scared to admit it, I'm grown. I know when I'm writing, when I'm wrong, I ain't never been scared to admit it, I'm grown. I ain't never wanna be you ain't never wanna be me. Keep that energy when you see me up on TV with Kiki and Riri, rubbing on the body like I'm trying to meet a genie. I know some sequels, I ain't never met Beanie. This a code that mean she a vibe. ZZ, I ain't start cooking up yet, this the preheat. Smoking on some pressure, I call it seaweed. I'm the king, shot the blue text to a BB. Demo, I might go commando. I know you ain't working, spot a pussy and some camo. Money make my dog turn on me like a handle. Fame in my baby change on me like a channel. To the A, to the L, to the A, to the X, to the Y. My niggas got 5 years left, time flies. I know it feel like 10 when you on the inside. I can't tell you about your life, can only speak about mine. My computer music. I'm gonna play one more low song. One more low song. I can tell you about my life, can only speak about mine. I got a freaking headache, man. I'm like, damn. Wonder what goes through the minds of all my niggas in the feds. Was it worth it? Are they scared? Are they victims? Do they care? Talking to my dog like, Brody, how you feeling there? He said, yeah, revenge was cool, but it wasn't worth the years. I'm like, damn. He said, if you can, then let it go. And if you can't, then let it blow. I'm like, damn. He said, if you can, then let it go. And if you can't, then let it blow. I'm like, damn. I yell out, hey, yo. Baby, I'm galaxy, I need my space though. Can't shower my parade, I keep on raincoat. I'm somewhere cruising, we not in the same boat. SRT roster move just like you same boat. You an imposter, wasn't around when I was broke. Wasn't around for ramen noodles, you want Benihana. Wasn't around before we filtered out the anacondas. We was filling book bags up at Family Dollar. You wouldn't know that cause you ain't pop up till I was popular. Now what's up was poppin'. She sang just like the opera. Round to his chest, I heard his heartbeat like I was his doctor. We came back, did it proper. No way that they can stop us. Not famous, we just popular. Family trappers and robbers. Family ties like we mobbers. They just see steak and lobster. They don't know about McDonald's. They don't know we was started. Wonder what going through the minds of all my niggas in the feds. Was it worth it? Are they scared? Are they victims? Do they care? Talking to my dog like, Brody, how you feeling there? He said, yeah, revenge was cool, but it wasn't worth the years. I'm like, damn. He said, if you can, then let it go. And if you can't, then let it blow. I'm like, damn. He said, if you can, then let it go. And if you can't, then let it blow. I'm like, damn. Yeah, my young nigga, this is the last song, low song I'm playing, y'all. Good morning, everybody that's in here so far. I'm like you fiending, you too geeked up for a buck biz. What about all of your family? Oh, it's fuck them, it's not a man to me. What about all of your loved ones? It's about you losing a lot of sleep. I was bad, I lost a lot of sleep. You was fucked up paying my robbery. I just think that's comedy, cause you wasn't even coming outside with me. We was working 24 hours. You out the Austin trying to get me some power. That bitch that's sneaky. I just allow she see me on TV to call me for hours. You like a Stacy, I'm living without. I do it all three, just to quiet the doubters. I'm at the top, I know you for the tower. Purple jeans, he's not every power. Wonder what go through the minds of all my niggas in the feds. Was it worth it? Are they scared? For these victims? Do they care? Talking to my dog like, Brody, how you feeling there? He said, yeah, revenge was cool, but it wasn't worth the years. I'm like, damn. He said, if you can, then let it go. And if you can't, then let it blow. I'm like, damn. He said, if you can, then let it go. And if you can't, then let it blow. I'm like, damn.
I'm like, damn. That was 2 songs from Low, y'all. That was 2 songs from Low. Lawrence, what's good with you? That was 2 songs from Low right there. What's today? Thursday. Happy Thursday. RJ was good. Happy Thursday, man. I am feeling good today. I'm feeling blessed as always. Thankful to be able to see some familiar faces as always. But I could talk to 20 of y'all just like this the whole show. That's how good I'm feeling today. And that's how thankful and appreciative I am of you folks that's in here at the moment. At 11:08 so far. Josh Harvey was good. It's always the same folks, man. And I just don't want y'all to ever forget that it truly means a lot to me, man. I speak that and I say that every single day. Because that's how much it means to me, truly. The support and all that. The support and all that. NFL Draft Day. Who will become a Baltimore Raven tonight? That's what I'm looking. That's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully it's Malachi Starks. Hold on. Dang. Some of my food's on my mouth. I don't like that. Hopefully it's Malachi Starks. Where would Ashton Genty go? Would the Giants or the Browns trade back? What are the Cowboys going to do? Are the Bengals going defense? You know, obviously they should. A lot of question marks. We want another safety that's going to be able to keep Cal. Starks can do a lot of the things that Cal Hamilton can do, process. That's move all around the field. And if we can have Starks doing that, we can keep Cal on the backside as a last line of defense. And when we put Cal on the back end, that's when our whole defense shifted. So, yeah, I peeped the Bucks as under the GM. But either way, everybody that's in here so far, y'all, good morning. Thank y'all so much for all the support. I'm excited. I want to show y'all the new shirt that's on the way. If y'all love Fact and Stats, y'all getting this shirt. I want to show y'all the new shirt that's on the way. I'm going to take some time out to look for some shorts because I wanted to do shorts and shirts. But either way, I'll take a look at it in a second. Yeah, for sure. If Starks is going, for sure, we got to go. I want the first pick to be D-line. Like, that's where I'm at with it. It got to be D-line. But either way, welcome to the best show in the world, Fact and Stats. Thank y'all for being here within the first 10 minutes, man. It truly means a lot. If you are in here so far, do not forget to like this video. Liking the video helps the algorithm out for a random person that's surfing on YouTube to come across Fact and Stats and be willing to tap in, listening in the chat, even probably willing to come on the stage, whatever the case may be. Comment throughout the show. I read every single comment for the most part and respond to any questions, if any questions. Also, make sure you all share this out one person today. It's no harm for you to click this link and say, hey, y'all, check out my buddy's sports show. You can even join and talk sports with him, whatever the case may be. And like you see, I just pinned it in the YouTube comments. It literally says you join the stage. And that's to anybody that's in here. Anybody can join the stage. Last but not least, if you are not subscribed to Fact and Stats on YouTube, if you're in here just watching or you're going to watch it back and you're not subscribed, I would love for you all to subscribe to Fact and Stats on YouTube. It's a great platform. It's a great community. And I do a pretty good job at hosting the show on a day-to-day basis. There will be a quick little show this Saturday at 11 a.m. on Twitter Spaces, and I'll get to that in a second. Also, if anybody here wants to extend their support, hopefully we get a member today. Hopefully we get a member today. If anybody want to extend their support, first and foremost, you all can become a member. How can you become a member? You got to click the link in the description on this video. There's 3 different levels you can join as. Level 1, level 2, and level 3. Obviously, all have different customized perks. All have the ability to send emotes into the chat and also get the Fact and Stats logo next to your name. Obviously, so hoping we get one member today. That is the easiest way to become a member. Also, you can send super chats and super stickers at any time, and as you see on the back end, all extended support is greatly appreciated. All extended support is greatly appreciated. First and foremost. Next, you got the Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. It's all at Fact and Stats _. I've been working behind the scenes with myself to clip things to the show, and also working behind the scenes to see if I can find somebody that will join the team, and also be willing to clip things for the show or whatever the case may be, and get clips from the show and distribute them to Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. So make sure you all follow on Fact and Stats on Twitter. It's super duper important. Excuse me, my bad. It's super duper important because I always tweet out where the show will be held at in the morning time. So you see today I said on YouTube and Twitter, but tomorrow is going to say on playback. The show will start tomorrow on playback. So it is important to follow Fact and Stats on Twitter. It's also important to join the Fact and Stats Twitter community as well. But yeah, Fact and Stats _ Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Where was that? What was I about to say? What was I about to say? Oh, also, if you ever see this tweet, y'all retweet it sometimes. If you don't want to retweet it, you can quote tweet it. If you don't want to quote tweet it, you can like it. That helps the algorithm out. That's pushing it to your For You page or whatever, people that's following you to see it as well. So whether you quote tweet it, retweet it, like it, that helps as well. Because I'm pretty sure somebody will be like, oh, they talking about this today. Let me see what that's about. Let me come in there. So that's also what it's about. We love the extra support on that aspect. The 13 you all that did it already this morning, thank y'all so much. Truly means a lot. And then next, playback.tv/facts and stats. Playback.tv/facts and stats. For anybody who don't know what playback is an app you can download that allows me to have my camera on and join the stage. It also allows people to join the stage with me and have the ability to turn their camera on if they choose to do so. And there's also a live chat room on there, just like YouTube. On top of downloading the app, it's also free to download the app and also free to sign up and join the Fact and Stats playback room. How can you get that link? I'm pretty sure it's in the description on this video as well, where it says live nightly watch party. We watch NBA games, soon to be in the next week and a half, WNBA games. We watching college basketball. We watching college football, sometimes even baseball. So make sure you all sign up, pull up to join the Fact and Stats playback room. It's playback.tv/Fact and Stats. And for anybody that's in here that don't know what it looked like, I'm gonna give you a quick glimpse. This is what it looks like. We have 1,836 members. I'm gonna go to add event right here, and it's gonna be basically me scheduling the games. So the first game is I can't wait to watch this game as well. The Knicks versus the Pistons. I tremendously cannot wait to watch this game. This is game 3. Detroit is home. I can't wait to see how the game look like. Also, we get another game with the Oklahoma City Thunder and Memphis Grizzlies at 9:30. Grizzlies are back home. Let's see how they go about that. D-Mac is a troll, dog. This man, D-Mac typed a message. Raving drafting puncher in the first. Well, what the hell do y'all need? The Eagles beat the hell out of y'all in the Super Bowl. So we need a punter. What do y'all need? The Eagles beat the hell out of y'all. Next, last but not least, the game that a lot of people cannot wait to watch. A lot of people believe this is the best series. It's the Nuggets versus the Clippers. That's at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you all pull up to the Fact and Stats playback room today. And watch these games with us. Again, it is free to sign up and join the Fact and Stats playback room. It's a great platform as well. And the show will be starting there tomorrow on Friday. Next, check out the website for Fact and Stats Apparel. Do not check that out yet. Do not check that out yet. Nah, I doubt the draft is on playback. Dude, the Fact and Stats website. Let me show y'all the shirt. Let me pick a date. I want to release this. I don't know. Sometime next week. This is the shirt though. I'm gonna be coming in different colorways. This is the lead one right now though. All right. This is the lead one. Again, this is for folks that love facts and stats only. For folks that love Facts and stats only. If you don't love facts and stats, the shirt not for you. Straight up. Also, June 21st, Fact and Stats Cookout. Everybody's invited. Make sure y'all pull up to the cookout. We'll be in the DMV, June 21st. This is what I'm releasing. This is what I'm releasing in the next week, y'all. For the back right here, the back, speak your mind. Hold on. All right. Back, speak your mind. Back, speak your mind. Back, speak your mind. It'll be more colors, but back, speak your mind. And when you get to the front, you get a pocket heart right there. Facts and stats with a heart shape. You're going to get facts and stats with a heart shape. Fact and stats with a heart shape right here on the heart. I like it. Fact and stats with a heart shape right there on the heart. So stay tuned. It's coming in the next week. Stay tuned. Again, that is only for people that love facts and stats. That's only for people that love facts and stats. I got somebody to make that logo for me. Can we request colors? I don't know. That's a lot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If you serious, yeah, I'll make it happen for you, D-Mac. No, thank you, Lawrence. Thank you. My little sisters want me to do a pink one. I just don't know what color wording I'm gonna put on that one, but they want me to do a white lettering on the pink shirt or red lettering on a pink shirt. I don't know. No, D-Mac, I'll do it. It's just the fact that I have to order extra. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it though. But again, that's within the next week. If I don't find those shorts that I like to go with it, then I'm just not doing it. But again, that's for people that love facts and stats. When I told the designer the concept of my idea, I wanted fact and stats with wording with like a heart. Because obviously I love fact and stats. I believe people love fact and stats too. So if you love fact, that is an idea for people that love fact and stats. You're gonna have the heart shaped fact and stats on there, and you're gonna have the slogan of it on there, and it's speak your mind. Speak your mind. So that's my idea. If D-Mac, seriously, if you want to request a color, you could tell me today or tomorrow. Like literally, you could tell me today. Shaggy just gifted a membership. Let me go. I was looking for members today. I was looking for one member today. Shaggy just gifted a membership. I'm still hoping I get one more member today. That's going to show that they're rocking with fact and stats on a month-to-month basis. But that is the new design that I got. It's gonna be a white shirt. It's gonna be a black shirt, and yeah. I like the white with the red heart though. That's the one that's my favorite. That's my lead one right now, 1000%. And red is just my favorite color. So I'll get that up there on the website soon. I'm gonna continue working on more and things like that. Shout out to Shaggy. Appreciate that. Josiah, congratulations on your gifted membership from Shaggy, my brother. With that being said, what's next? Fact and Stats Gambling Discord. Anybody that gambles, feel free to join the Fact and Stats Gambling Discord. Let me drop that in the chat right now for you all. It's also on this page as well. For anybody that don't know, it's also on this page as well. For anybody that do not know, it is also on this page as well to join. Chan hit something yesterday. BJ hit something. I hit 1 out of 2 builders, but the first one wasn't even a builder because it was plus 250, so I don't really technically call that a builder. But it made me, even with me going the night that I had, I still profited. Like Jimmy getting hurt, like you chalk it up. It was still a profit because the 250 outweighed the plus 100, if that makes sense. So it's still a profit regardless. Bam. Oh, Bam sold one of the. Who sold your parlay next? Oh, Grant, thank you. It is next. Who sold your parlay? Bam Adebayo. Like, Gang put up 11 points. Like, and all I did was take Gang for 12. Gang put up 11 points after having like 24, something like that. Game 1 after having like 20 plus his last 8 straight playoff games. Gang put up 11 points. So Bam Adebayo sold the hell out of the parlay. Bam. So, and I be sick with a player that I like sell my parlay, but you got to chalk it up sometimes. So Bam Adebayo is one for me. Did anybody else get sold last night? Anybody else get sold last night? One off? Are you Mr. Straight Bet? Whatever the case may be. One off? Are you Mr. Straight Bet? One Porzingis 3. Also, if you in here, don't forget to like this video, y'all. Like this video. 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 If you are in here, do not forget to like this video. Like this video. We got 15 likes on this video. We got 36 people watching. We got 15 likes with 36 people watching. If you are in here, like this video. Like this video. I'm waiting on. I think Lawrence is the only one that got sold. I think Lawrence is the only one. All right, so I'll move. I will move. Player of or players of the day. This is basically from last night's games, whether it's basketball, whether it's hockey. KCP 2 threes. Jokic should score every three plus every quarter is free money. That's out there. Is that really out there? Oh, Jalen Green. Yeah, great player of the day. Jalen Green is a great player of the day. Young nigga bouncing back. As you see, that's why he in the title. Young nigga bouncing back after having a bad game one. And I'm glad that he went to the presser and even admitted it. Like the lights were bright. You know, the court looked huge. Basically saying he wasn't ready for the moment. You know what I'm saying? And he stepped up and delivered. So shout out to Jalen Green. Opposite of Jalen Green, I'm gonna go with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown put up 36 points last night. He had 10 rebounds and 5 assists. That was the performance that Boston fans needed. Now Boston fans, in my opinion, should not have any worries when it comes to Jaylen Brown performances for the rest of this postseason. Obviously, with that nagging knee injury, I think last night showed that he can still deliver when called upon. And he even said that last night in the presser. You know what I'm saying? He said, "We know this team is led by Tatum offensively, but when I am called upon to do more, I can still deliver. I pretty much just play within my role." That's what he said, and which is not which is fair. So last night, 36 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 12 for 19, was 5 for 7 from 3. And all that was in 42 minutes. So Jaylen Brown looked really good last night. He looked really healthy. So he's my player of the day if I had to go with somebody that's not Jalen Green. Do anybody got any other names for player of the day? Anybody got any other names for player of the day?
You said Donovan, right?
I wanted to say Donovan too. Yeah, Dmitch. Yeah, Dmitch.
Yeah. That fourth quarter was crazy.
Dmitch from facts. Dmitch from 11-10. Hell of a fourth quarter. For the game, he had 30 points and knocked down 7 out of 10 threes. We felt every single three. Completely took over the game in the fourth quarter.
I think he had 17 in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's the game. Fought back, but yeah, it was an L, but hero. Yeah, Chan, that's a good shout out. Cool. I mean, like I said, I want him to be better defensively, but the scoring at this point is what I'm accustomed to with Tyler Hero, because I think he's one of the better scorers in the league offensively. How well he can shoot the ball, and him getting to his spots and getting to the basket is a little better now. But 33 points for Hero last night, 14 for 24, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 for 11 from 3. So overall, just a really well offensive game. But we all seen Darius Garland comments in the presser, so that's actually crazy to go out there.
Funny coming from Garland, by the way, but
Nah, it is funny come from Garland, but that's actually crazy to go out there and say, yeah, we just attacked Tyler Hero. Like, you realize name drop my dog like that? Like, he ain't even say we attacked their weakest link or nothing. He just flat out said Tyler Hero. So shout out to Darius Garland for being straightforward, I guess. What else? Yeah, shout out to JB. He did his part. Yeah.
Davion did his thing in the fourth too. I think he had 14 in the fourth quarter. It was Dmitch versus Dmitch, bro.
Yeah.
Cinema.
And we down 0-2.
Man, that I ain't gonna lie, Ev, that shit hurt, bro. That loss hurt, bro.
That feel like one that we can win. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
that feel like
sure,
one that feel like one we can steal, but it is what it is. Far as the title, it says NFL Draft Day. I may pick that up and play back. I don't know. We'll see. I may pick that up and play back, and y'all can probably like send mocks or whatever the case may be in the chat, I'll give predictions and things of that nature. But titties and then let me see how I want to do this. Yeah, I might pick that up and play back. I'm subbed. I'm getting ads. Everybody get ads when I hit 1,000. When I hit 1,000 plus game. Sorry, brother. Everybody get an ad. I do appreciate you being a member though, truly. But what I about to say? Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the game from yesterday. Also, everybody that's in here, by the way, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I'm gonna go with the games from yesterday, and then when I think of the idea of playback at NFL draft day, I think of like looking at different mock drafts, who we want our team to draft, who may fall, what may surprise us, things of that nature. Because that's so it can be more more interactive. In playback, I'll say. While also getting ready to watch these game twos tonight. And then also just still talking about the playoff games that we watched as well. So if anybody wants to talk about any game from last night, please feel free to come to the stage and on YouTube. And again, still could discuss and playback as well. But I just want to I'm gonna just continue here for the time being while I do want NFL draft talk and things of that nature to be inside of playback. So yeah, with that being said, speaking of Donovan Mitchell, I'm actually going to pass this to 1110 to kick it off as I went first the other day. I get it is my platform, but still do appreciate when she comes up to talk about Miami Heat basketball. Black, I cannot guarantee NFL draft watch. It is not on playback. It is not on playback. It is not on playback. And they messaged me like last week or two about some copyrighting things. I think Shaggy or one of them was streaming like boxing or UFC. I meant to tell them that too. They were streaming boxing or UFC, and I was out. And they messaged me like, "Hey, you can't be doing that." So I don't even want to. Like, they be geeking, bro. Like, they be picking and choosing. We watch numerous boxing and UFC fights. They ain't never say nothing. We watched like 5 boxing or UFC fights before. They ain't never say nothing. But randomly that day, you want to say something? I don't know. They weird. Well, let me take that back. I don't know. So I don't think so. We'll see. But either way, last night we had another game 2 in Cleveland. And the Cleveland Cavaliers won 121 to 112. 1110 and myself up here are both Heat fans. I will have her speak to the game first, and then I will come in on the back end and give my thoughts on the game as I was in and out, seeing a lot of it, but as I was in and out driving. And then we'll continue to proceed. We're supposed to start Boston and Orlando. My God, tweaking. But either way, here no there. Well, actually, yeah, let me go there. It just makes sense. Since we're both going to talk about the Heat game anyway. But first game of the night, actually, excuse me, Celtics fans. I'm not trying to bypass y'all game. Good win, actually. Boston defeated the Magic 109 to 100. I want to give Paolo credit for how he came out and gave them a 30 ball again. Pretty much the lone really scorer on that team. And like I was just saying, for why Jaylen Brown was my player of the day, how he came out and how he performed throughout that whole entire game. Al Horford is a guy that they can always bank on to step in and start and deliver. So even with Tatum not playing, Al Horford stepped in and he had 9 points, 10 rebounds. It was a really solid game from him. The story of this game really was how Jaylen Brown performed pretty much literally all throughout the game. My computer's moving crazy slow. Sorry, guys. Pretty much how Jaylen Brown performed all throughout the game. And what I mean by that is in the first half, Jaylen Brown had 14. In the second half, he had 22. I also want to give Porzingis credit for getting to the line last night, particularly in that first half, where he knocked down 9 out of his 12 free throws. And my computer's slow. I hate when they act like that when I don't turn it off at night. My gosh. Sorry, guys. I hate when they act like that when I don't turn it off at night. All right. Either way, the Magic were making a run in the fourth quarter, led by Paolo, obviously. Derek White knocked down a couple of threes. Jaylen Brown got some buckets as well. That pretty much helped them seal the deal. And also, Paolo made a huge mistake down the stretch of that game. Me personally, I still picked the Celtics to win this game, even with or without Tatum. I just think that the Magic wouldn't have enough offense. And I look at this box score, sort of kind of like it came down to that again. Paolo and Franz both doing their thing from an offensive standpoint. This game, they did have a good Wendell Carter game offensively. He had 3 for 3 from three. He had 16 points and 8 rebounds. They also gave Goga some minutes as well. Last night, I don't think he played in game one at all. He hasn't been playing at all recently. But he played last night. But looking at the backcourt, I mean, they just don't have no offense, bro. I mean, Corey Joseph is starting in 2025. With all due respect to Corey, I'm glad you're still in the league. You had a really long, good career. KCP has been nothing but a negative for the Magic damn near this whole entire season. He was 1 for 9 from the field, 0 for 6 from three, and he was brought there to be a 3-and-D guy. He finished with 3 points. So that was a start. And after that, you're not getting no bench production. You're not getting no bench production offensively. So I just didn't think the Magic would have enough. Like, I still think the Celtics sweep. That's not changing. But really, just shout out to Jaylen Brown. I just want to give him all the credit in the world. And Peyton Pritchard, 6 man of the year for how he been performing all year for Boston off the bench. Steady, damn near always consistent. A guy that they can count on to score offensively, sometimes even in bunches. He got a couple of 30-point games this year, 20-plus point games this year. And, obviously coming down to his average about 15 or 16 or something like that he averaged this season. So really credit to Peyton Pritchard, credit to Jaylen Brown, and just the Celtics, man, a good team, a good hard-fought win. 5 guys in double digits, 2 guys scoring 20 or more. And I just want to give Jaylen Brown and the Celtics credit for moving on to 2-0 with their best player, Tatum, missing the game. So credit to them. Tweet our 1110. Y'all want to add anything to the Celtics and Magic game?
Yeah, I was just gonna say Paulo thoroughly impressed me. You know, he was getting to the cup. Franz played well. They should have really tried to win this game, but Porzingis on the block, he kept getting them fouls. They kept trying to hack him. I don't know why Gogo Patase didn't really play any minutes. It was a lot of Wendell. It was a lot of the others, but this I know I know they mad as shit. They lost this game. They let this game slip. But JB did his thing. Derek White, I mean, he was off all night. It was up and down. Payne Pritchard hit a couple big momentum threes to capitalize on the 10 point lead, and that's about it.
Yeah. All right. So it seemed like 11-10, maybe
No, I
cool.
ain't got nothing to add.
Yeah. I was about to say,
I ain't really watched for real,
yeah,
so
I'll
I can't
blame you.
even.
I'll
But
blame
looking
you.
at Paolo, shout out Paolo. He's been doing his thing. So
Yeah. I'm really curious to see how a team like the Magic attack the offseason. They've been drafting. You finally got 2 guys again. I remember when they were trying to be an up and coming team, they had Oladipo, Aaron Gordon, and I think Vooch was on that team as well. If I'm not mistaken. Obviously, they made some trades. Depot went to where he went, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So with Paulo and Franz at the top now, and both being your wings, what are you going to do around them? Still need a point guard, in my opinion. Jalen Suggs can be your 2, or whatever, however you want to do it. You still need another guy in the backcourt that can score. Let me just say that. Jalen Suggs is a good guy to complement Franz and Paulo, I feel like. But they're going to need some athleticism at the center spot. That center also have to space the floor to be able to give Franz and Paulo room to operate. So athleticism / spacer. And then also another guard in the backcourt that can score the ball more so on a consistent basis. So we'll see how they attack the offseason. I'm definitely curious. I don't think they really need to continue to add young talent to this team. Let them have Anthony Black, Caleb Houston, Cole Anthony, Jonathan Isaac, and Tristan Da Silva, Jet Howard, and so forth and so forth. So they're good. Now it's about using some of these assets and some, what I'm saying, trying to build a proper team that's a mixture of young talent or good players and also leadership from a veteran standpoint. I think they're definitely lacking in that aspect, especially with KCP performing how he's performing, or maybe even Corey Joseph just not. You know what I'm saying? Corey Joseph, I don't know. They need more. So we'll see what happens for the Orlando Magic this offseason.
I mean, KCP is looking like one of their worst valuable free agent signings in a while. They paid him, I think it was a 2-year deal, $20 million annually. I mean, he's not getting the job done. They expect him to get them playoff, one of the best screen navigators, one of the best 3-point shooters, elite movement shooters, and they really didn't get any of that 3 I just named. I don't know where they go from here. Do they? Yeah, they do need a point guard, but I think they might need a trade for a point guard, like a Trey Young. It might like a people keep saying on Magic Twitter, Anthony Simons might come in and try to get them some type of offensive lift. But it's gonna be interesting though. I think they could steal a game though, especially without Tatum.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see if Tatum plays 3 or 4. I'm just mad that I can't remember the play where it happened and like how serious did it look.
It was
Uh,
a Tatum dunk trying to dunk on Wendell. KCP came over, and it was like where the way he landed, he fell hard. He didn't brace himself. His arm hit the floor. A little knick-knack. Hopefully it wasn't a fracture. MRI was clean. Just a little bone bruise.
okay. Please trade for Poole, Jordan Poole, and Jalen Suggs in the backcourt. Okay, I mean, okay. Get Melo and Miles Turner unrealistic. It's crazy to be able for them to land Melo and Miles Turner the same offseason. I think that's unrealistic. The last time we saw a team add two damn near really, really, really good players. I know OKC just did it with iHeart and Caruso, but Boston did it with Drew and KP in the same offseason. Like that was wild. They added Drew Holiday and Porzingis in the same offseason. So I don't know. That'd be tough if Orlando can do that, but I don't know how realistic that is. And I don't even know how I feel about LaMelo, to be honest with you. So I don't know. Trae Young going to the Magic would definitely help them out a lot. Man, Trae Young wants to be in Atlanta. Trae Young don't want to leave Atlanta. Trae Young is not going to come out. And I thought Trae Young was going to be looking to depart, but I think Trae Young is about to get that extension this offseason, give them another year or two, and then he's going to go elsewhere if it's not changing. But Trae Young wants to lead in Orlando. He wants to, Atlanta. He wants to be the guy in Atlanta. John Morant going to the Magic and Def help out as well. John Morant will not be getting traded from Memphis, brother. No time soon, at least. What Paulo doing right now is incredible. Top 5 playoff riser. Yeah, he's playing good playoff basketball right now. I think.
Yeah, he's dead. It's crazy. Like I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was 3 point variation. Like, he goes from like a mid 3 point shooter into like 50%. Shit, crazy.
Yeah, I thought he's probably having like 34 through 2 games right now. I mean, we obviously have to see if he continues that in Orlando in game 3 and 4, which I'll probably expect him to continue to score. Florida close to Atlanta. He can take a private jet in Miami right there. I was speaking to him going to Orlando. I wouldn't mind Trae Young in Miami, but then again, I always said this: I would not like an offensively. Yes, really damn
that
good.
backcourt,
That
more,
backcourt,
bro.
but yeah,
I'm
that
good.
backcourt, Nigga, we're not winning
Uh-oh.
nothing with Trae Young and Tyler Hero starting in the backcourt together. So if Trae Young comes, that means Hero will have to go, and I'm fine with that. Like if it was to get Trae Young and Hero was traded, I'm okay. So, you ain't missed nothing, Wager. We just talking about the Celtics and Magic. NFL draft stuff is going to be picked up and playback. I think that'll be a better lead for that. As people can send different mock drafts and things of that nature into the chat. I can put it up, look at it. I think we can talk about players everything is going to drop, and things of that nature. Man, it's draft day, man. I can't wait. And I'm always so happy for these young players and these young guys. Obviously, they've been making money in college with the NIL or payments under the table or whatever the case may be, but like they truly get to change their family life. Like they get lifetime money. With these contracts, $10 million, $10 million per year and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to these rookies that's about to get drafted in the first round, especially all their hard work paid off their whole entire life, down to probably Part 1 of football, down to probably Boys and Girls Club football, high school football, college football, and now they dream about to come true. So that's why I'm happy for them personally. Every single body that's about to get drafted in the first round, I'm happy for him. Besides, if you get drafted to the Steelers or the Broncos or the Bengals, if you get drafted to the Steelers or the Bengals, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really the Browns. I don't really. You know what I'm saying? You the Browns. You going to the Browns, cool. Just looking like Travis Hunter might be going to the Browns. But if you going to the Browns, I don't really. You know what I'm saying? But if you going to the Steelers or the Bengals, I just don't like you. So I'm happy for everybody that's about to get drafted today, unless you are going to a team in the AFC. Let me just put it like that. Outside of the Browns, you get drafted to the Browns, I just don't care. Like it's like cool. He said Ravens ASS, and then when I look at his profile pic, it's a Steelers. Y'all think I'm responding to that? It gets no energy out of me. Abdul Carter could go there. Yeah, it seemed like it's Travis Hunter as of this morning though. Obviously, we'll have to see, but I think it's either or. They're fine with Hunter or Abdul. They said the report was they like him at they like Hunter at wide receiver. So we'll see what happens. We'll pick up the draft tough stuff and play back. I am curious to see, but more to the point is, I don't really got no smoke with the Browns. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna say this one time before I go back to the NBA. I legit have. I only truly dislike one team in the AFC North all my life. Literally, just like truly dislike one team, and that's the Pittsburgh Steelers. But as of lately, when these guys became, no disrespect, this is all truth. When these guys became fake relevant with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, granted they were relevant with Andy Dalton and AJ Green, but now Joe Burrow came with a lot of fans. Jamar Chase came with a lot of fans. So when they became fake relevant, make their Super Bowl run, all that, people felt like Ravens and Bengals, they're our top rival. No, the Bengals were never our top rival. The Bengals will never be our top rival. It's always the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't even care about the Bengals, to be honest with you. It's always the Pittsburgh Steelers. When I think of the Bengals, I think of the Browns. My real smoke in the division is the Steelers. That's my number one. The Steelers. That's our number one rival. So, like, until and even me and Tez, that's what even made it go higher and higher. And then the Bengals fans just be talking crazy on Twitter. Like, they just be talking crazy. Like, so I don't know, bro. It's really my main smoke is with the Steelers. So if you could drive to the Steelers, I don't really like you, honestly. Like, George Pickens went to Georgia. I thought like in Georgia around, I think George Pickens' freshman season. I think that was my first time liking Georgia. It had to be his freshman season. I want to say that was 2018, 2019, something like that. And I don't even look at him that way no more. Like, I can't rock with George Pickens no more. You got to get traded from the Steelers. You got to leave the Steelers. You got to not play for the Steelers for me to support you. We got another person in the chat. Steelers better. RESHA. Okay, so Risha, Steelers better. Ravens are ASS. All that talent and y'all haven't won. Sugar Honey Iced Tea. FOH. Okay. Okay, so it's another Steelers fan in the chat, y'all. Y'all see what I mean? Not getting no energy out of me today, though. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. One more time. Steelers better. Okay, cool. Game 2 last night. And again, I can't wait to talk football. We're gonna be talking football and draft stuff literally coming up pretty soon. Milo, relax, bro. Game 2 of last night, I was just telling y'all, I was going to let 11-10 have the honor of kicking this one off. Obviously, both of us are Miami Heat fans. And, this team played a tough game last night, was locked in while I was driving, watching this game down the stretch. 121 to 112. The Cavaliers got the win at home, 11-10. Go ahead and give us your thoughts on the game from an overall standpoint.
Oh man, that hurt. That hurt. That loss hurt at the end. But Spo did all the adjustments that we wanted to see. Honestly, like Davion started, and we got off to a really good start. I think we was up 14-7 or so. And we looked more cohesive. I thought Hero and Wiggins were awful to start the first quarter. Like, Hero got off to a really slow start. But, the starters all together, Ware came in with energy. He looked more present in this game than he did in game 1. So that was an improvement. I don't think he played, amazing. But I thought his first stint yesterday was pretty good. It was solid. And then, I think our bench unit came in. I don't know. There's just a lot of things to touch on in this game. But that second quarter, we got it was just bombs raining everywhere from Cleveland. Cleveland had a historic second quarter. They hit 11 threes, which is a playoff record in a quarter. And I'm sitting there like, dog, they're not missing a single three. Like, everything they threw up was in. Some of it was contested. Some of it was not. They were getting some transition threes. Merrill was hitting threes. Strus hit threes. Garland hit threes. Even Isaac Okoro hit a three. And I was like, bruh, DeAndre Hunter hit 2 threes, I think, back to back. And I was just sitting there like, for real, bro? Like, come on. And throughout that second quarter, like, Hero started to heat up. And, thanks to Hero, we were able to still, be in a manageable deficit because going into halftime we were only down 17. Considering how the Cavs shot, you would have think we would be down by 25 or 30 at the half, but it was only 17, so it was a little bit more manageable due to Hero and his ability to pick up the scoring after the first quarter was really slow for him. Um, and also Jovic in the second quarter was really big because he came into the game. He gave us a different look in terms of grabbing the rebound, running, connected passing. He's one of the few guys on the team that can drive to the basket, which is something we lack in terms of just rim pressure. He's able to do that with his size, and he's also a really good passer as well. So him and Hero were like really good in that second quarter with at least keeping us afloat. Um, and then, the second half happens. The Cleveland cools down. Wiggins was awful today. Like he's been awful in both games. Like he doesn't guard, he doesn't shoot well, he doesn't pass, he can't dribble. He's an imposter wearing 22. Like I don't know. Um, I just don't know what that guy for real. Like, but Haywood Highsmith, he was really good last night. He had 17 points off the bench, 5 of 6 from three. He had so many timely buckets. He was such a good player for us yesterday. And he was a good player for us in game 1 too, in
Was good read.
offensively for the most part. And Bam from the jump, the way we used Bam was just Bam got to score more, point blank period, only 11 points. Like, we can't have that. But we sat him in the corner for like 90% of the game. Like, 5 of his 9 shots is
Playing from
3-pointers. And then
iPhone.
at halftime, he shot 6 shots, and 5 of those 6 shots were threes. Like, what are we doing? Why is Bam standing in the corner all game? Like, the game 1, we was getting him the midi, in the paint. He was getting the floater. We were giving him lobs. And then this game, we sat him in the corner. I don't understand why that was the strategy. Like, we started off the game trying to mismatch hunt for Wiggins on Garland, and it was cool, but like you could tell it was forced. And quite frankly, I'd rather we do those mismatch hunting for Bam to get him like Garland on him or whatever than Wiggins. Respectfully, like I'm good, but that's what we did to start the game. And Wiggins was 3 for 10, so shout out to him. And he was a freaking cone on defense, which he has been all series, which is unfortunate. But hey, shout out to him wearing 22. But second half, Hero was great. Duncan didn't give us anything. Pella Larson, he had some good minutes here and there. But Jovic in the final 3 minutes, we don't make that comeback without him. He had 2 offensive rebounds in the full quarter that led to Hero 3 and Davion Mitchell 3. But those last 3 minutes, bro, it broke my heart, bro. Broke my heart. It was his first time playing since he broke his hand 2 months ago. So I don't want to, get on him too hard. But those last 3 minutes was absolutely brutal. I think his legs were a little bit shot. Playing 24 minutes of high-intensity playoff basketball as your first game back in 2 months, it was a lot to ask. He got thrown in the fire, and I thought he responded really well. Like, the main thing was the 3-ball was really cooked today. His first 2 3 attempts were in and out, but he had 2 air balls in the full quarter, I believe. And then he had 1 3 he had in the full quarter was a grenade that he had 2 seconds left, and he just, shot it and he banked it off the rim or whatever. But that last 3 in the corner was short and to the left, and I was like, damn, like, I just don't think he had any juice left in his legs or whatever. But the turnovers, too, were bad. I think he had 1 turnover trying to pass the ball to Bam. Jared Allen stole it. And then he tried to get another pass to Hero, and Strus stole it. So, but we don't get back into that game without Jovic. He actually guards better than Andrew Wiggins, which is a shame. You have a third-year player who's 21 years old, and he's being more impactful than Andrew Wiggins. Like, come on. He guarded the drives really well. Like, Garland tried to test him on drives numerous times. Garland didn't get much from him. Ty Jerome, we locked him down. Ty Jerome tried to test Jovic off drives. He locked that down too. Donovan hit some big threes as well. I know Donovan got Jovic one time, but Donovan was on the heater, so he really closed it out. And like at the end of the day, like Donovan Mitchell took it home. Hero and Davion tried to go band for band with Donovan, and Donovan closed it out. It's a shame, man. We got it to 2, but we just couldn't get over the hump. So I'm curious to see what we do going forward. But it was encouraging for the most part, some of what I saw. But I hope we don't put Bam in the corner again because that's just shit we shouldn't be doing. We should get him more of the stuff he's comfortable with. So, but it's unfortunate we couldn't get game two, considering we fought all the way back. Cleveland went crazy in the second quarter, and we were able to claw back to two, and we just couldn't. We just couldn't do enough. We couldn't do enough to close it out. So.
Yeah, it was a bummer. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was definitely a bummer. Refresh my memory. I'm sorry. Didn't Jovic have like a turnover with the ball like on the left wing or something like that? Like it was like a pass. Who was he trying to pass
It
that
was
to?
passing it to Bam.
Bam. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
At that point, what was the score? What was like that like 3 or something like that at the point? 4? What was
I
it?
think we were down 4. It was either 3 or 4. I can't remember
Okay.
exactly. But yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that blew me. But you know, obviously, I'm not mad at the misses. It happens. The guy he played 20 plus minutes. Like that's his first time playing 20 plus minutes in a minute.
And
You
he
know,
had to play because Wiggins was so bad
yeah,
at like,
yeah. So
oh brother.
I ain't even mad at Jovic for the before. And he spoke to it yesterday. I can't remember what he said word for
Mm-hmm.
word. I saw it this morning.
Yeah, he took
Um,
accountability for it. He
yeah,
said, what I did down the stretch of the game was unacceptable.
yeah,
I'm not a rookie anymore. Got to be better. Gotta all that stuff. So I
yeah.
appreciate him, saying that. But it's
But
tough. Yeah, it's tough for him.
this game right here, man. I mean, listen, this is why people was arguing that Cleveland can have 3 All NBA players because they all performed throughout different moments in this game. I want to say, obviously, the fourth quarter is Donovan Mitchell's biggest highlight. But I mean, man, when Mobley making them threes, them things they feel so painful. I think Mobley he was 3 for 6 from the 3-point line yesterday. Darius Garland wasn't the best overall from a shooting standpoint, especially from 3. But it's 21 points and 9 assists was a good game for him from an offensive standpoint, getting the team in order, getting the team flowing. 11-10 spoke to the second quarter, and that's the quarter that I watched vividly after when it was 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. And I'm talking about one of them, Sam Merrill got a loose ball on the
Boy, that
other
shit
end.
was crazy.
He got the ball on the other end, came back down. It was a 2-on-1 fast break. He just put up for 3. Like he just pulled up.
Good old Avalanche, bro.
I'm like, damn, they ain't playing around. So they heated up. Miami Heat like things in the second half. Well, we play like a good team that we are, in my opinion. In the second half, I think one of our biggest weak spots is obviously Andrew Wiggins for how he's been performing, and I just think that we prioritize one man too much on offense, rightfully so, on a consistent game basis, but not both of them. Like I think Hero 1000% is always prioritized when it comes to offense. He always gets his, but Bam on the offensive structure / system is not the same. He'll have his game. Don't get me wrong, but he's not prioritized. I think they need to be better with that personally. 2 points in the fourth quarter and playing the whole fourth is unacceptable. Like that's literally.
I think part of the problem is my thinking as to why they sat Bam in the corner is because Ware plays with him, and like Bam has to be the one to space because both Bam and Ware Ware not really a spacer, and Bam and Ware is best utilized as like being a guy around the basket for lobs and all that stuff. So Bam has to be the one to space in the corner. So it's just like you don't want to have both Bam and Ware in the paint because obviously that clogs up the paint. Less drives for Hero. The floater that Hero likes to get to and all that stuff isn't available. Obviously, if you have both of those guys sitting in the paint. So I think the whole Bam Ware thing is probably why Bam is more space to the corner as opposed to being able to play around his comfort spots. So, but Mobley hit his threes, man, and Bam didn't. Man, Bam had a lot of good looks from 3, and he just wasn't able to knock them down. So he's got to knock them down too. Those are good shots for him that he's got to hit.
Yep.
But hey.
And the last person that I want to shout out, really, I mean, obviously, good kudos to Davion and Hero. Not even just both of them for last night's game, but really, Hero didn't have that good of a game, one in my opinion. But not even just last night's game, but how they played in both playing games and even tonight both playoff games. So I want to give Hero and Davion tons of credit, especially Davion, man. I'm super duper appreciative of him for coming to Miami and pretty much playing the same way for the last couple games. Yeah, he's just a hooper.
He's the best player out of that Jimmy trade package, bro.
Yeah, 1000%. I'm not mad at that at all. Andrew Wiggins is too inconsistent. He's too flip flopping. He's wishy washy, and
he's invisible.
Point, I don't even think the hunger is there when it comes to Andrew. When it comes to Andrew Wiggins, some players get to that moment where like this is just who they are and who they're going to be. So I don't know. We'll see what's up with Andrew Wiggins. Maybe when he gets a full off season, I guess in Miami.
I mean,
or whatever. So
they should put him on the trade block. It was up to me. See what you can get out there. See what's out there. We want Wigs, bro. Poke
yeah,
around a little bit, but yeah, down that stretch of the game, we just had so many moments that I know Davion, he got to the free throw line. He missed both free throws. I was like, bruh, come on. And then I think Davion had a fast break, and he left it behind for Highsmith. Highsmith fumbled it, and then he dribbles it back out, and I think he kicks it to Jovic at the top of the key, and I think that's where Jovic took that extremely deep three, that air ball, and I was like, Davion, just take the layup, bro. Like, why you leave it behind for Highsmith, bro? But and then the turnovers, obviously, just we had a lot of opportunities, just couldn't do it. But Dmitch, bro, down the stretch of that game, he was so good, bro.
he talking about Amir Coffee in a
Man,
second. Why you want Wiggins in LA anyway, Shaggy? I forgot about Amir Coffee. Amir
Amir
Coffee don't get no
Coffee,
burn no more.
Yeah,
Amir
we can
Coffee
use
don't get
out of
no.
his
Wiggins. We could shit
man. We
3 and
ain't
D.
traded Wiggins for Amir Coffee, respectfully.
We throw a
I'd
pick
rather
in.
keep Wiggins, bro.
We
We
throw a,
good. We
but
good, bro. We good.
but talking about this game, my man, bruh, D Donovan Mitchell, band for band, the midi on the corner, the all the way to the Baja, the tray ball. I think he had like 4 shots in a row when Miami won on a little 9-0 or it was 11-1
Why
run.
you drop Reed?
It was like a 11-1 run. They kept, you feel me? D Mitch keep going. And then I like what Garland said after the game when they were just targeting Hero and pick and roll. If you look at it, I think he's been involved in 50 PNR possessions and they're scoring 1.2 points per possession off of it. And that's transition level offense in the half court. So they're getting anything they want on Hero as a
For real,
defender.
that's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
One
been.
point. I need to understand that stuff. Like one moment, I'm gonna take some time
That's
to like really.
basically 1.9 is a great half court level offense. They're
What's the
getting one.
highest? What's the highest we've seen sometime? Like 1.9. Like
Giannis, Giannis and
How was
Le,
it? How
I'm
was
gonna
it
break it
broken
down like
down?
this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
break it down like this. Giannis and LeBron are 1.2 level transition players downhill.
Okay.
Cleveland is getting 1.2 in the half court when they're targeting Tyler Hero in pick and roll. So
Damn.
just think of LeBron
So
at the
LeBron and
cup.
Giannis in transition.
Yes, that's the efficiency they're doing it at on 50 possessions.
I will say, game two,
What?
Hero was better. Hero was better because game one he got absolutely fried, and those numbers don't do him kindly. But yesterday I think they shot 52% on Hero as opposed to like 70 whatever it was game one. So that was better. Garland was food yesterday though. We went 7 for 10 on Garland. So him saying that is funny. So I think we should hunt Garland more, but we be trying to hunt Garland with Andrew freaking Wiggins. But hey, whatever. But
Damn.
yeah,
That's it. So what's that 1 point? What they're on Hero in that 50 post possession? What is it?
1.2, I think it was. You said,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn. I'm gonna need y'all to explain that little stuff. Um, and playback or something like that today, so I can understand it. Why all your favorite players suck on defense? Trey Young is a bad defender. Luka's a bad defender. Booker doesn't suck and Kate don't suck. I don't know what you talking about. And Tyler Hero fall into the Kentucky bunch. And Tyler Hero is not a good defender. So, but my main four players, I'm 50. I'm 50 out of 50%. I'm 2 for 2. My favorite four players, I'm 2 for 2. Trey Young sucks. Luka sucks. Cade don't suck. Devin Booker don't suck. So 50%, I'll take it. Um, um, I'm going to go with it here. Well, actually, I can't even go with it here. Well, yeah, I can. I guess I'll hear from 11, 10, and Tween on the Rockets and Warriors.
Oh, quick question: do you think
Yeah,
they changed the rotation?
no,
Like, what do you think? Any?
because
Do you,
you
what
said
what
it.
changes do you think they would make, if any,
Nah,
at all?
you said it. This is exactly what I said it yesterday. And Davion start, Jovic and Larson minutes.
Hmm.
All three happened. The thing about it yesterday was we had, and I want to give Haywood Highsmith a shout out. We got a good Haywood Highsmith game from the three
Boy,
point
he
line.
was really good.
Yeah, I
Yes,
want to give
sir.
Haywood tremendous credit for how he can have some games where he'll perform and knock down his shots and also be solid defensively. So I'm gonna give Haywood credit. But I wouldn't do nothing because I think Cal coming out was a good thing. I would not even start Alec Burks or even play Alec Burks. Now, if you want to look at who's doing better between Duncan and Alec, yeah, you can look at that. But other than
Duncan was some shit yesterday.
yeah,
Good God.
anything else? Nah, I like the starters. I would still put Weir around 25 minutes, but like I said yesterday, he's capped in between.
Do you think he should start still?
Weir took a shot yesterday I ain't like. You probably know the shot I'm talking about.
The
Bruh,
three?
at the top of the key with Darius Garland on
Boy,
him. I'm like, what? Are you
Bruh,
serious?
I was quiet for like most of the game, but I swear I yelled out some expletives, bro, when he did that. I
Bruh,
was like, what are you doing?
I'm looking at I'm like, he caught the ball. He saw Garland with him. I said in my head, yeah, he about to shoot this.
Step back three, whatever.
He literally shot
excuse
it.
me?
Bro, he had me pissed. I ain't gonna lie to you. He had me pissed with that shot.
Oh my God. Yeah. Do you
That's
think he
actually
still
a good
starts?
question. That's actually because if anything, I would swap Jovic and Weir. I just don't think they would do that right now. I think Spoel's gonna let it rock how it is.
I would do either Highsmith or Jovic for Ware. But
Yeah,
they started the game really well. Like, I don't know.
that was a great start for sure. So I don't know. I wouldn't change nothing honestly. This is the 9 that I would go with. And if only thing that I'm even considering changing is Duncan and Alec, if anything, because you really never know with them two who's going to perform, who's going to knock down shots. So, but I think Alec will probably give us a little bit more when it comes from like an aggression standpoint or just being a better player. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Duncan Robinson anymore, bro. Bro, Duncan been here too long. I'm not gonna lie to you. Duncan been in that Miami. He been way too long.
Nah.
What you mean?
Duncan should have been in for Jovic. Jovic was on bullshit to end that game.
Nah,
brother, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, yes, Jovic was, but Duncan is not the nigga I'm putting in over Jovic there. If anything, I would have threw Wiggins in and be like, all right, can you redeem yourself? Duncan was dog shit yesterday. Like tween. He had the worst plus and minus on the team last night, -17. He was not good. He kept fouling, really bad fouls. He was lost defensively on rotations multiple times. Like, I'm not benching Jovic for Duncan. I would have benched Jovic for Wiggins, if anything, and see Wiggins, can you redeem yourself? But Duncan as the guy you want to put in, not that game. No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. It was just like, because when they cut it to 2, Jovic was in the corner, bad pass. Like, he tried to shoot it. I think he airballed it. It was just nasty, like 2-3 straight possessions.
Yeah.
I'm like, because the ball kept getting funneled to him because Hero was getting bliss, and he was the guy they was helping off of. So he was like the release valve, and he tried to make the initiative. Yo, are they doubling off me? I'm gonna try to make a play, but it was not working.
Yeah, I think his legs was shot. That was his first time playing in 2 months. So, and he played 25 minutes, and that's a lot of minutes, especially playoff time because it's high intensity at that point for a guy who hadn't played in 2 months. But he was the reason we came back into the game, like, no front. Like, he did everything. Rebound, offensive rebounds, defensively containing drives, passing the ball really well to guys, getting them open. He did everything out there, and Spo stuck with him, for the closing stretch of the game. And, the rust, all of that showed itself in that last 3 minutes, bro. It broke my heart, man. I was like, damn, Jovic, bro.
I swear.
You played so good, bro, and then the end of that. Like, the threes, man, like 2 air balls, and then one of it was short and to the left. I was like, yeah, his legs is shot. But, hey. It's good experience for him, though.
Whoever want Jaime this offseason, Reed, for cheap, they can have him for cheap. No funny. Whatever they can have Jaime.
Absolutely. He gonna love Phoenix.
Yeah. They can have, I want Kevin right now. I truly think that my 3 players, well, I like this team. And I said this going into the playing game against the Bulls. I want to say
this team would be so good if we had the real 22 instead of that imposter. God
with Jimmy,
damn.
Hero, and Bam, and Weird. And that's why I really wanted Jimmy to give us one more run. I wanted us to give us one more run because I really think this team can compete in the Eastern Conference, especially with this Cavs team as well. But here nor there, bro. Jimmy's off to Golden State. And speaking of Jimmy, I'm going to
Good
actually,
segue. Good segue.
yeah. Speaking of Jimmy, I'm actually
Good
going to
segue. Good segue.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
Appreciate
pat on
that.
the back, bruh.
Appreciate that.
That was good
Appreciate
work.
that.
Good work.
Appreciate that. Nah, I don't want Kuzma read. Speaking of that though, I do want to hear. I'm going to lean on you two guys heavily up here real quick before we potentially switch to playback. I just don't think. Again, I'm not planning. Reminder to the room. Every day, I'm not always going to just go NBA and play back because I do want to put YouTube at the forefront and continue to try to grow YouTube uh, for forever, like always. So today I was able to, as now I'm going to be able to knock out all 3 games on YouTube. And I truly feel like if anybody that wants to speak on NBA or basketball in general would know how to come and find a YouTube. Like Reed, for an example. Reed just came in here today. Even Young Heavy came into the YouTube today, and anybody else. So with that being said, if you are in here, make sure you hit that thumbs up button on this video. That also helps the algorithm out for anybody that's surfing on YouTube to come across Facts and Stats. And also, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And just thank y'all for rocking with Facts and Stats. I am going playback today, but what I'm envisioning for playback is like NFL draft stuff, like people setting mocks and things of that nature, and then talking the game twos today later. And I'm obviously going to take some time to work on some apparel too. Y'all saw the new design that I'm working on, so I can't wait to drop it within the next week, and I can't wait for some of y'all to be able to purchase it as well. So that's what some of my time is going to be going to as I'm multitasking a lot. So Rockets Warriors coming up, and then NFL draft a little bit, things like that, and playback, and also these game twos that we have today with the game 3. Actually, I'm sorry, game 3s. I did not mean that. Damn, I can't believe even the title says game 2s. What the hell? I'm tweaking.
Oh, quick stat for you about Hero. That was his first 30 ball since I think the bubble.
Oh, in the playoff?
In the offs, yep.
Shout out to Hero, man. You listen, you wanted him to perform. I think he's doing it. It's just the
He
other
did it
end.
for this game. He did it for this game. I'll give him his credit for this game. That game was shit. I was like, here we go again, bruh.
Yeah, it just the other end. I just don't know it. Man, he needs a real wing team defensively around him and a good big man. No, we'll see. But either way, I am going to lean on YouTube before potentially going to playback, and maybe even OG will probably pop in there, or anybody else will pop in. And if they do pop in, I am okay with pivoting back to the game because the NFL draft stuff is not really much. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I am curious because I went to a little mini party or whatever last night, and I was watching the game a little bit at the event or the place. I didn't see everything, but all I knew was the Rockets was just up double digits damn near the whole entire game. So obviously Jimmy went down with a tailbone injury. I saw that. He only played 8 minutes, but I am leaning on YouTube to tell me sort of kind of what took place in this game and what led to the Rockets having that lead and be able to gain it and also maintain it.
Not gonna lie, didn't watch. The only thing I did see was Jimmy getting hurt, and his injury luck in the postseason is actually crazy.
Yeah.
Every time down the postseason, something crazy random happens and he gets hurt. Hopefully, he could come back from it, and we'll see if he's either able to play game 3 or 4 or whatever. But I remember in the Bucks series, he fell on his butt like I think it was game 3 or 2, in kind of a similar way, and he was able to play, but this one seemed worse, So hopefully he can get healthy because obviously that changes the series and the dynamics. So, but I didn't watch. I saw Jalen Green went off, but I didn't watch the game, so I don't even know.
Okay. What's up, Reed or Tween? What y'all got to say about it?
Yeah, I'll let Reed talk. I've been talking for a while.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Yeah, I mean everything I was saying for game 2 yesterday, like pre-game, kind of happened, and I said it's kind of funny that I said it like I popped on for a little bit in the second quarter last night before I had to finish a homework assignment, but we were talking obviously like Kuminga and Jimmy for a while, and like Kuminga's fit, but everything I was saying kind of happened. I really liked the game. I think everything that the Rockets, the reason that they were so good in the regular season, proved last night. They were passing the Warriors, rebounding. They were forcing turnovers. They just absolutely. I think it was the rebound margin was 47-35 or 47-32. I know that they out rebounded the Warriors by double digits, and I mean, Amin Thompson had 3 fouls at the end of the first quarter. So the fact that your arguably your best player and definitely your most important defender was in foul trouble very early on was kind of a more also of a testament to like Tari Eason stepping up and so on and so forth. Jalen Green had one of those type of games from a young player in their first playoff series where you kind of ask yourself, is this guy like, are we witnessing the leap like being like taking place in real time? I mean, he tied the Rockets playoff franchise record for 3-pointers made in a game. He's like, it's like him, Hakeem, Harden, CP3, Tracy McGrady, and now Jalen Green for over 30 points and like 35 points and 5 assists. Şengün was just absolutely dominating on the boards. Even before Jimmy got hurt, it looked like the Rockets were going to win. Now, obviously, the Rockets ended up being able to win and they got up to like a 23, 24 point lead at some point. So you kind of ask yourself, is what would have been like if Jimmy was healthy? But the Rockets were still up a decent amount before Jimmy went out. And then when Kuminga went in, it was his time to shine. And like the box score kind of looks decent, but watching the game, Kuminga he kind of looked like deer in headlights out there, where you can tell that he wasn't getting serious play time the last 10 to 20 games. He wasn't ready for the moment. He was looking to get his shot a little too much, and the ball kind of stopped with him. And then obviously the biggest thing too is they were definitely playing good defense on Steph, but especially without Jimmy, it was basically saying we are going to mitigate every other player and force Steph Curry to beat us 1v5. And that's exactly what happened. And, that's exactly the game plan that the Rockets are hoping for. And they ended up winning the game. I know they only ended up winning by 15, but I mean, the last 5, they were up by over 20 something points. So the last 3 to 5 minutes, it was, like Cam Whitmore versus like Pat Spencer and stuff. So the 15-point deficit does not show how commanding the Rockets played this entire game. So that's my piece.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like when you look at how they were defending Curry, Şengün was at the level of the ball screen. I was like, are they gonna play drop? Are they gonna switch? He was at the level. They were letting it was Curry had to make some. They were trying to make Curry a passer, especially when they started blitzing him on the ball. He made a couple good reads to what's the tall dude in the white guy center
Quinton
shooter.
Post?
Quinn
Yeah,
Post.
Quint. Yeah, he made some good passes to Quinn Post. He had a couple corner threes, but they was living with that scheme. He had to get it 1-on-1 because once you put 2 on the ball, you got to be rotation. I mean, Ime Udoka, he played a good defensive scheme.
All right, what's up, Agent Zero?
No, what's going on? Can y'all hear me? I want to make
Yes,
sure you're
sir.
good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I think no excuses on this game here. I think we got to come out better. I mean, this is like the second game in a row where we only scored 18 points in the first quarter. So I think a lot of the stuff is dictated on how we come out. And they, for the first game, they only gave up 21, but this game right here, we were down 10. So at that point, you can play a little bit, more aggressive. This, that. You got to lead. You can see what the officials are going to call, what they're not going to call. At that point, once they realized it was, it was all everything goes. Then we were already playing downhill. And that's kind of where I think we lost this game. Really, is in that first quarter. You got to come out better. This is game 2. You're gonna get their best punch. You can't just go up. We let them go up by 10 after the first quarter. So I don't care about the official stuff. I mean, it goes both ways. Draymond does some of the same shit that Dylan Brooks does and everything else. Like it is what it is when you got two teams that don't like each other. So officials should decide. I just think we got to start a lot better. And then once Jimmy went out, it's going to be Steph against the world. And if he can't play Superman at that point, and Ime is not going to let that happen, then you got to rely on others to kind of step up. Kuminga got to go in there cold. Moody played pretty well for the first half, but at that point, it's going ahead and if you can't get a good run to really close it down, make sure everybody leaves out the game healthy as much as possible, and bring it back home to Chase and see how Jimmy feels. Steph had that same injury early in the season with his tailbone. I think he's still wearing like a pad or a back or something like that for his back right now. So I think Jimmy will be fine. He'll be out there game 3, and we'll see where it goes after that.
Yep. Thank y'all, fellas. I'm pretty sure probably in playback more folks will probably chime in on the game. If not, I'm thinking of NFL draft stuff for playback today, with the idea of like seeing mock drafts and talking about players we think slipping, falling, who's going where, surprise picks, things of that nature. I'm super duper excited, man. It's NFL draft day. I always love the NFL draft. I love the NBA draft, etc. So with that being said, we're probably going to shift over to playback now. I did want to hit all games right here on YouTube. So 11, 10, and 20. Thank y'all so much for recapping the first 2 to 3. It didn't read an
No
agent zero.
problem,
Thank y'all
gang.
for coming up. Thank y'all for coming up on the back end. And chiming in on game 3 as well. Shout out to the Rockets. They even out the series. Big shout out to Jalen Green. Shout out to Reed for them Jalen Green stats as well. As far as Simmons Rockets history, it didn't Sengun for dominating the boards. With that being said, if anybody do not know, the show is going to shift to playback. And playback, there's going to be NFL draft talks, NBA playoff talks, and ultimately predicting some game 3 winners for tonight's game. So that's playback.tv/facts and stats. And again, I do plan on going longer on YouTube, so be mindful of that. And also, there will be a show on Saturday at 11 a.m. on Twitter Spaces recapping the Wolves game, the Wolves and Lakers game tomorrow, and Wolves Lakers.
Bucks Pacers game 3 is tomorrow as well.
Okay, thank you. Yes. So Bucks Pacers game 3, Wolves Lakers, and also Celtics Magic. We'll be recapping that Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Make sure y'all pull up to the Fact and Stats Twitter Spaces, and I'll make that space tomorrow or schedule it tomorrow. So thank y'all so much for coming on to the stage, y'all. I will see y'all in playback for the most part. And everybody that came through, thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. And if you are not a member, I would love for you all to become a member on the YouTube side as well. Peace, blessings, and come to playback. It's app you can download. It is free to sign up and join the room. And I'll talk to y'all soon.